Warning, this show contains adult language, so viewer and listener discretion is advised. Welcome to another edition of Up and In It, a show dedicated on improving quality of life for both people and planet through liberation and independence, moving you from surviving to thriving and living life on your own terms. My name is Adrian Babashoff, and this is episode 251, and this is 2021 Concerns and Job Opportunities. Really want to get this one out because I've been noticing some people, it's actually on the news, where they're quitting their jobs because of just they're just worn out. They want something better, and I think that anybody's in a job that they hate, things that they don't like to do, this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I don't know when something like this would come back around, so we need to get on this. You guys only have a limited amount of time. It is only until September, unless they kick the can down the road again, that they're paying people's rents. They're keeping up with some sort of small amount of stimulus. It looks like it's dwindling, but you know, unless universal basic income happens here this year, which I don't know, I highly doubt it, but a lot of people are going to start heading back to work when they need the money. When the milk stops getting delivered to their doorsteps, everybody's going to get hungry. And when everybody gets hungry, what do? They're going to start fighting for jobs. So right now, people are literally begging people to come work. There's restaurant hands. There's all kinds of different areas where they're understaffed. The service industry, also the retail industry. So guys, go out there and make a move. That's like the first thing on my list I have here is once in a lifetime job opportunities. It's not going to last forever. I look at this, if you're into something that you don't like and you want to make more money, I bet you even with a phone call, you don't even need to put a resume out. Just ask, are you hiring? I have somebody who's working at a job right now, and they're kind of getting mistreated. And the management it's very difficult for the business to keep their doors open, in the restaurant business. And the person who's working for them is an employee, and asking me some questions about what they should do. And what I looked at is to go down to fancier, well-to-do restaurants, bars that are serious, not somebody playing around. Somebody, if you think that you're worth more money, regardless of whatever you're doing. Right now I'm talking about this person working at a bar in a restaurant. But regardless of what job you're in, if you truly are who you say you are, and you're really good, and you can run this place top to bottom, you are in high need. And my recommendations is to go out there, fuck the resume. Just go out there, and I'm talking any job across the line here. Go in there and explain to the boss how you're going to make them money, why you're valuable, why you're an asset to their company, why you're leaving the other company, and explain why it sucks. Explain what the other company's doing that you see as wrong, and maybe you're scared for the future of your job. Like, I don't know if I'll have a job if these people keep running it like this. I see your place as a plus because of this. Here's how I can make you money. Here's why I'm better. Here's exactly how I'll run this place from top to bottom, right? If you're going big time here, whatever business you're in. And I guarantee you, if you can speak it and you can explain yourself of how you'd make more revenue and things like that, you're going to get hired, and you're going to have a bigger chance to get a job. My goodness, yeah, giant opportunities. Let's move forward here a little bit with automation and why you should care. I'm seeing some crazy stuff. I want to talk, I don't have all my notes here, but, and I've mentioned it before on the show, I had a landlord I was renting from, and the guy's wife, they automated automation. That's just, when I heard it, my boots flew off my ankles, my cankles, my fat ankles. And no, this is just crazy. It's the innovations of automation that gets me, the innovations of everything. So it is, yes, high opportunities with things, but I think that we might want to consider studying this monstrosity of automation. I think it's a wonderful thing, but it also has its cons as well. So repetitive motions is the first thing I have on my list here, and I've been doing some research because I'm scared myself for my occupation. I'm a construction business owner and entrepreneur, and I'm getting into gardening and stuff like that, and there's farm bots, there's all kinds of different stuff. I just want to know what's going on, what are these people doing, what's the technology, and basically from the top of my head, when we have to close this within 15 minute segments here for the show, unfortunately, until we get more likes and subscribers, and then we can go for maybe about an hour and a half and go deep, son, without sounding creepy. Yeah, anything that's repetitive motions is the way I look at it. Is if you're entering data into a computer, anything at all, physical, whether you're pressing a drill through a piece of metal, anything that's repetitious, anything that could like basically where a track could be put on. Like let me give you guys, for instance, I'm looking into starting a solar panel cleaning business. And one of the things I've seen was a robot that actually extends a brush, a very fairly large brush, and from the ground goes up to these buildings and starts wiping, cleaning them all off automatically. There's no person involved really, maybe a person just to watch. But this robot's taking over probably, I'd say like 5 or 6 physical jobs. It's doing the work of, oh my goodness, I'd say that this thing's doing the work of like 10 people. Is it doing it more efficiently? I don't know. But the point I want to make is that any things that you think aren't automatable, if that's a word there. Look at me trying to use my big fucking, small little fucking pea brain. Anything that you think is not, you better check yourself again. I want to move into an example of that. They're called iBuyers. iBuyer. Oh my God, I'm driving and trying to read at the same time. Excuse the background noise too from my F-350 pickup truck on the farm commute. I'm on my mini retirement right now. Gonna go grow some fucking food, do something with my lazy ass. Seriously, guys, I can't even fucking sleep. I've been trying to fucking just relax, and I can't fucking do it. I'm like hardwired now. We're working on that, though. But yeah, getting back on track here, the iBuyers, I think it's Zillow that's into this, the real estate. And basically, these people are able to close deals within a week. Like, they'll own your house. They're not doing too good right now because of the housing shortage. But these people are possibly taking over the real estate agent. And you'd say, what? Do you guys remember when we used to have travel agents? For those of you old as fuck like me, we don't have those anymore. You just go online and you book your airplane and your hotel and all your stuff yourself. They got rid of them. You might want to start thinking about stuff like this. Things that you don't even think. Like the innovations of automation are intense, man. They're crazy. So this is a real thing. iBuyers. Just take a look at that. And I mean, there's a lot of real estate agents. They've been making really good money. I actually considered, if I could do that with my special needs kid, maybe I should get myself a real estate agent, license and start selling homes. But lo and behold, there's so many different things that are happening. One with me that I'm kind of concerned about too is that in my construction industry, there's some places that like Home Advisor, they used to be a company. I guess they got bought out by Angie's List and stuff like that. There's Thumbtack, but all of these companies are digitally on flooding Google with like millions of websites. When the cookies go out, when you send out, I need a painting contractor, a roofing contractor. Well, Google wants to show people the most relevant and somebody who's got like some authority. So these companies have spent millions of dollars building millions of single-page websites about anything you can think about painting, roofing, gardening, whatever it is. And they've got, so when somebody's searching, they're the ones who come up first. They are becoming the gatekeeper. So where someone like me, a contractor, wants to get business, we got to go through them. Now, you can do it organically, but I think those days are pretty much over. But if you guys look at the automation of that, of how they're owning everything, it's even down to track garbage hauling. Like people, just simple guys who haul garbage, they have apps now where you go in and fight they have 4 people bidding on how much to haul your sofa. Poor fuckers are, they're probably making like $30, just to go haul your one sofa, and there's people fighting over, 4 of them. I'll do it for 25, Okay, so let's move forward. I think I beat that one up enough. The side hustle significance. You guys, even if you're not a business owner, even if you're just a 9-to-5 worker, you need to understand taxation and things like that. We're going to talk a lot about taxation and what you can do about it, but one of the best things you can do to alleviate taxation on yourself is to actually own a small business, a side hustle. I learned years ago, a lot of wealthy people always keep a little tiny business. Sometimes they don't really do much with it, but it's a tax shelter, right? Maybe a garden hose needs to be purchased for the business, right? Maybe electricity being used in your home, a small portion of that could be written off. There's all kinds of different ways, and I think for diversity that we should keep a side hustle. Find something that you actually are interested in, or even semi-interested, or like to do, you know, and you'll wake up in the morning just loving it, you know. You'll do it once, twice a week, on weekends, whatever, but it can give you security where it can end up being your job, right? You can do this on your own pace, and it's a tax write-off. You get to eat your own homework. All right, my hybridization philosophy, and I look at my concerns with the day and age right now is that things are fluctuating, things are changing, to be more precisely. So we have lots of different things where retail's going online, but people need stuff in stores. Like if you're going to buy a piece of jewelry, you probably want to go inside and you want to look at it. If you wanted to buy a tennis shoe, you know, you probably want to check out the sneaker first before you make a purchase. Certain things I think that you actually physically want to touch. But that doesn't mean that online businesses couldn't send you a sample or the whole product, and if you didn't like it, you could just ship it back. But you got to go through that pain of shipping it back and all that kind of stuff. Or maybe you need it just right now. But the point I want to make is to hybridize. So even if you are a brick and mortar store and you're holding products, you might want to consider getting online and having an online presence to ship stuff out and play both, basically. Hybridize yourself. And I'm not just talking about retail here, I'm talking about everything. No matter what you're doing, we're definitely going to do a show on hybridization, I think, this philosophy. But no matter what you're doing, this is how you diversify yourself. Turn everything into a hybrid. For those of you who don't know what a hybrid is, it's like kind of like when you get a rose, right? And maybe you have a yellow and you have a pink rose. When you hybridize the two, meaning you cross-pollinate them, you get a hybridized rose. That's pink and yellow. It's very pretty. Most people are used to yellow roses, right? Most people are used to pink roses, but whoever thought of a yellow-pink rose? Get where we're going with this now. Now you have something that nobody else has. Or you have a mix of species. You have more diversity, things that you're able to do instead of just living in a singularity complex of I'm trying to get too fucking smart over here. But you're compartmentalized, basically. And I think that's going to be the downfall, the big downfall of most people. You're singular into one thing, one occupation. You're specialized. And that's not the way we used to live. That's not the way nature works. We learn from nature. We need to diversify. Nature always diversifies as a survival tactic for a species. But we're talking monetarily here, and I think I beat that one enough. Guys, let's move on to the next one, which is my last one, is functionality over aesthetics. I talk a lot about this. This is the philosophy of my life. I'm after functionality. I don't give a shit how things look. I think that, you know, things need to look aesthetically pleasing in order to sell them. You can't sell a diamond ring that's got, you know, shit green or with, you know, shit brown stains on it or something. You know, I don't know where I'm going with that, but like, you know, you got to have things presentable. But first, the ones that are going to make it in life and in business and survival, I think, are the ones who function for the long term. So many people are looking for the get rich quick, the pill for every ill in your health. That ain't going to work. It takes the long game. You want to get sustainable. You want to get resilient. And how do you get there? You focus on the functionality of things. So it may not look the best, but you know that that thing is built very well. If something's built very well, you as a person, you own your own word. You're doing business with people. You show up before, 5 minutes before. You do things you're not supposed to do, like cleaning up, above and beyond, basically, is what I'm saying. You're a person of your word. You're known for it. There's integrity. There's value. You build a truck like the one I'm driving in right now. People laugh. This is a 96 F350. For some reason, they built this diesel pickup truck to where you can rebuild the motor for the rest of your life. It's like a tank. I get old guys, young guys all the time. Never any fucking girls anymore because I'm fat, wrinkled, and ugly and gray. But I get these guys like, nice truck. I just had it the other, like 2 in one day. Like, is that a 7.3 liter? What this is asking questions. Like, damn, I wish I could find me one of those. These things were built with integrity. And believe it or not, I've had offers of $20,000 of this old ass truck. Now that's something built very well. That's something that you can make money on. That's your name. That's going out there. That's your business. Whether you're an employee working for somebody, you got your, you have your experience, your wisdom, your knowledge, and that takes you everywhere. So I think the biggest thing that people need to do is stop fucking focusing on what you fucking look. Stop striking a fucking pose already, right? Stop it. Just fucking stop striking a pose. If you're in your fucking 20s, you look good. That's all, probably all you fucking got. I'm gonna get fucking like gang busted by a bunch of 20-year-olds watching, driving up to my farm, watching my show. No, guys, but stop. Jokes aside, stop caring about what fucking people think. Most of all, stop caring about how you fucking look. It's about how you fucking perform. So get into that mindset and you will be prosperous. You will survive all this weird fucking bullshit that we got going on here. And guys, that's the show. I got to get to growing some fucking food here. It's my second day of mini retirement, and it's Friday. And yeah, I'm going to have a big old ass barbecue tomorrow for the 4th. Some tri-tips, some fucking Atlantic wild salmon, some asparagus, potato salad, and too many beers. Yeah, I'm gonna really just gonna relax, man. Have a good time. I hope you guys have a good time too. Thanks for watching this show. If you guys like it, only if you like it. If I gave you value, like, subscribe, give me a thumbs up. Best thing you could do for this show is give it a review. I know it takes time, but it would really, really help me out to get this off the ground. So guys, upandinitshow@gmail.com. Everything's in the description below. There's a website. You guys can leave me your a voicemail. And guys, check it out, Up and In It, on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. What's the other one? TikTok, and anywhere where they'll allow me to post these shitty shows. Go out there and have yourself a near life experience. Don't lose your muchness. Sorry about all the bumpy ass fucking shitty bang bang shit in the background. Don't lose your muchness. Carry on the fire. Human up. Live it, love it, own it. Own it, my friends.